we all knew some of these quarantine relationships weren't going to last. But damn, we had hope for Demi Lovato, who went into lockdown right after returning to the limelight at the Grammys. The singer's 2-month engagement to actor Max Ehrich came to a grinding halt last week, and the aftermath is still ensuing. Back when we all thought quarantine was just going to be a walk in the park to Dunkin' Donuts, a hopeful Demi Lovato and Max Ehrich shacked up in her Los Angeles home after just a week of dating. About 7 months later, the US is still in the throes of the pandemic, and a freshly dumped Ehrich is getting baptized in Atlanta. The former Young and the Restless actor went full melodrama. Well, technically, Christian film melodramatic. He's currently on set for Southern Gospel on social media after the breakup went public. Demi, meanwhile, has already said everything that could be said in her 2017 hit Sorry Not Sorry. Close quote. While celebrity breakups this big usually play out offline, even Cardi B and Offset have managed to keep it on the down low this time. The end of Dax began online long before they started posting mushy captions about each other. Here's how Stans uncovered old social media posts and maybe, kind of, sort of, accidentally had a hand in Demi Lovato and Max Ehrich's breakup. So, we know it's over. How did it get started? Demi and Max had the unfortunate timing of meeting a week before the coronavirus sent them into quarantine together. But it didn't matter. I knew I loved him the night I met him, she said on Sirius XM on September the 11th. So a week later we went into quarantine. I was like, look, we're quarantining together cause I love you. After she accidentally popped into his Instagram live in March, they went public, posting loving pics of one another, celebrating birthdays, and more. Those posts have since been deleted. Yikes. Then, after a whirlwind 4-ish months, they announced their engagement in July. Demi and Max got engaged after 4 months. In this economy? Well, sources say he initially planned to propose after quarantine, but something moved the timeline up, and fans are not convinced it was overwhelming love, despite the Instagram captions. I've never felt so unconditionally loved by someone in my life, other than my parents, flaws and all, she wrote in the caption. You never pressure me to be anything other than myself. And you make me want to be the best version of myself. Close quote. Unfortunately, this engagement announcement also doubles as harrowing foreshadowing. Well, from their early quarantine appearance in this Stuck With You video in May, they looked cozy. First of all, thank you for bringing this up. When was the last time anyone checked in on Ariana Grande and her normie BF, who also appeared in the music video? For Demi and Max, the picture-perfect social media presence began to tarnish soon after. For the first time since Princess Protection Program, senators and Lovatics came together this summer to deliver some harsh news. You see, Ehrich may be a who to everyone including Lovato, but he was very much a them to some senators. Beginning in July, they resurfaced receipts from the past decade showing Ehrich stunning Selena Gomez, flirting in the pop star's Twitter replies, comments, live streams, and more. He also allegedly followed a fan account that posted manipulated images photoshopped to look like it's a real snap of a fan and celebrity of Ehrich and Selena. There are multiple screenshots of him engaging with senators, like he's one of them, as well as a screen recording of one of his IG lives, where he's listing all the reasons he loves Selena Gomez. So, he stands. So do 194 million other people. But even though she appears to be the primary object of his affection, Max has left almost identical comments on the Instagram posts of Bella Hadid, Gigi Hadid, Madison Beer, Ariana Grande and Demi Lovato. Screenshots from an unknown Instagram story suggest Lovato started following Max after she noticed his comments on her post. Some fans brushed it off, because General Z knows better than anyone that commenting ups visibility on Instagram. But other fans were genuinely concerned that he was using Lovato for fame. Yes, her happiness is important, but if that happiness is coming from someone who has ill intentions, then she deserves to know, one fan wrote. The week of September 12, more and more screenshots from his Twitter account were uncovered, including 2 specifically about Demi. Haha, Selena Gomez and Demi are cute together, but boy, if you think Demi is prettier, you're wrong, he wrote in 2010, per screenshots. And in 2015, he wrote, there's a female singer that screams so much, that's why my girl S is better than you know who. Close quote. Ehrich responded by deleting his Twitter. On September the 14th, after Twitter erupted, Demi responded diplomatically on Instagram. It's really sad when people fake images to put women against each other, she wrote. If women have conflict, that's between them, not you. Publicly, she stood by her man. What could Max possibly have to say for himself? He's using all his skills as a soap opera actor to try and twist the plot. In a series of since-deleted Instagram story posts September 26 and 27, Max first claimed he was blindsided by the breakup entirely. Imagine finding out the status of your relationship through a tabloid, he wrote. This is the God's honest truth of how I found out about the ending of engagement, and have people from my film who saw the whole thing go down and helped me get back into character to continue my job. I had cast and crew with families relying on me to do my job. On September the 27th, he posted that they haven't even officially ended anything. Close quote. He then shared several of her songs and repeatedly called her by her full name, Demetria. One source told E! News that Demi indeed did inform Max about the breakup. The singer hasn't yet made a public statement. Max continued his Instagram spree, calling out both fans and Demi herself. He posted a screenshot of a text message exchange where someone asks if he is home, because the owner of his rental saw a kayak in the middle of the lake, and someone is there grilling. Close quote. Max replies that he's on set in Atlanta. He captions the screenshot, and by the love of God and Jesus Christ, please don't send people to break into my home again, seemingly implying that Lovato had something to do with it. If you are going to preach about anti-bullying, why would you allow someone you loved to be bullied by your fans? He addressed Demi in a screenshot. For what? Telling the truth. He also posted about getting baptized in real life, and posted a screenshot of himself listening to John Mayer's Dreaming with a Broken Heart. Close quote. By the morning of September, Max was on the path to healing. One chapter finally closed this, he wrote on his story. And now I turn the page. Wait, SHH, what's that sound in the distance? It's Demi Lovato warming up her voice. Related: Demi Lovato and fiancé Max Ehrich split, ending the 2-month core romance.